Well, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. And I was just wondering if you knew that all of us are getting screwed, blued, and tattooed. And let me tell you why. Let's start with Adobe. Now, there's no arguing that many years ago, Adobe had some very good programs. And After Effects and Premiere Pro was the only one that could do the things it did at the time. But times have changed. You see, I bought Adobe and After Effects when it came on disc, and you owned it. And that was CS6, and that was many years ago, and I'm still using it today. Because every so often they come out with an upgrade, don't they? A new program. But in actual fact, it's the same program, with a couple of bells and whistles that usually don't work. And Adobe is well known for its buggy programs. And all they do is just add more bugs on top of the other ones, instead of just fixing the bugs in the first place. But at least I own the software. Because quite some time ago they went online only, and you can only really rent the program, and you have to pay for it the rest of your life. And that's okay if you're 106, but if you're 20-some years old, that's a lot of money, and you will never ever own it. And you have to buy the whole program again when they come out with a new one. Don't tell me they couldn't come out with just an update for the program, because they're not changing the program at all. They're just adding something to it, some bells and whistles, and that could be done with an upgrade, but they couldn't charge as much. So once again, you get screwed. Let's try another one. Remember the game Call of Duty? Oh yes, it was a rather big game in its time. And every year they come out with a new Call of Duty. But it wasn't a new game really. It was the same game, just a little bit of bells and whistles in it. And they just sold the game at full price, when all they had done was tweak the old one and resold it. And that went on for some time. And it's still going on in a lot of places today, isn't it? So let's try one more. iPhone. Every year another iPhone comes out, doesn't it? And people must have the new one, even though it costs $1,000 less for the basic model, of course. I know the phones do many things, but it's a tad overpriced, wouldn't you say? And they're so into their software, Apple. Is there no reason why they couldn't make a phone that all they had to do was upgrade that phone? Just sort of upgrade the software, instead of having to buy a whole new phone again. It's funny how they can make game consoles last a few years. And I know that things are changing fast nowadays, but not that fast. Oh yes, we're all being screwed, blued, and tattooed, but at least it's the femons as well. But it's happening everywhere, and people just don't seem to understand or see it. But I do. Look at the remake of Resident Evil 3. That was an add-on at best. But no, it's a brand new game, and they sold it at full price. When did people become so unaware that all they're getting is the same thing they've already bought, just in a different package? Hey, young people out there, you're the worst offenders. Wake up and smell the coffee. And I know that little voice in your head is telling you, you must have the upgrade. You must have the newest model. You must have the latest program. But actually, you don't. You've just been brainwashed by the media into thinking that. So let me know what you people think of it. And do you think of it the same way I do? They're greedy companies who are making a false economy, really. And the only losers is us, if we fall for it. Now, After Effects and Premiere Pro CS6 is a very old program. And I've tried all the upgrades and all the new programs out, right up until 2019. And I've found that they don't work any faster. They have a few more bells and whistles that actually half of them don't work, and the other half I don't need. And that basically the 2019 one is exactly the same program, just nowhere near as stable as the one I'm using. And anyway, there's other programs out there apart from Adobe. There's DaVinci Resolve, HitFilm 4, that are free programs that are packed with loads of stuff that you could use. And they're not as greedy as Adobe yet, or Apple. And now I'm just gonna go out and buy another ice cube, because the one I bought a little while ago is goddamn well melted. But I don't feel too bad, 'cause I'm going to get the newer model. See ya. And remember, be careful out there.